Hello, hello. Today is June 17th, 2020, and according to the planets, it's time for Norm Winski to tell us once again what's going to happen in the world of stocks and commodities. Norm, the mic is yours.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I was last on your show, Jeff, back on the 4th, and I made some forecasts, and they're right on my notes here at the top of the page. It had a couple of big things happening, either the afternoon of the 5th or over the weekend of the 5th. 5th was a Friday, and we're going to review those. I'm just going to go over those quickly. Venus, around 3 o'clock Eastern Time, Venus hit 0 south latitude. That's as the planets go around the sun, they oscillate up and down, and when they get to the midpoint, that's the 0 latitude point, and that's where Venus was. That's one of my top things, when the planet gets to 0 latitude, and Venus is associated with your cattle, copper, cotton, stock, sugar, and wheat. Also, we had the full moon lunar eclipse, just about 14 minutes later than about a quarter after 3 there, on Friday the 5th, and that occurred. And for all full moons, we round up what I call the usual suspects: financials, grains, precious metals, and oats. So we'll be looking at those. And oats, because we're emphasizing oats, because that occurred in the sign of Sagittarius. And then we also have the heliocentric. That's from the point of view of the sun. Mars entered Aquarius, and that's associated with copper. Mars is the energizer planet. So let's go take a look now. We have cattle there. That's a Venus market. And you can see there it was close to that low on the 5th. And because almost all the commodities, I think all the commodities, were closed by the time the lunar eclipse and Venus event occurred late Friday afternoon. We're going to give them the AC designation like that, which means after the close, and treat them as though that occurred overnight or over the weekend. And so then we'll be looking to trade on the next day's opening, which will be, in this case, Monday the 8th. So there's your bar there for the opening on the 8th. And you're, not too far from the low there on the cattle, right? This one's a beauty here. The cotton's right on the highs there. You would have been selling that on the highs because we're looking for reversals. And so if the market's been going up, 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 we'll be looking to sell it. If the market's been going down, 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 we'll be looking to buy it. It's kind of based on Newton's law for a reaction to opposite equal reaction, and we're trying to forecast when that inflection point might be. So there's your cotton right on the highs. Here's your sugar right on the highs. Beautiful. That's also a Venus market. Here's copper, both the Venus market and the Mars was going into Aquarius, which is its sign. That's a double signal. It broke out on Friday. There you go. And you had to do a breakout trade there. That's sort of the exception to the rule. We usually are looking for the turn, but in that case, it's an obvious breakout there on the 5th, and then it had a nice run after that. Here we go. Here's your silver right on the lows. Beautiful. That's a lunar event. Here's another lunar event with gold right on the lows. Okay. And here's your corn right on the high bar there. I think you might see a pattern here that most of these are working pretty well. Oats, ironically, was one of my featured markets. Did not work well, and so that's going to be a red arrow. That's a miss. Here you go. Here's beans near the top there. You had about a 1 day, 1 to 2 day sell-off there on the beans, so you could have made some money. Here's wheat, not so good. We had a double signal for the wheat, and that also that counts as 2 misses. So anyway, here's your S&P. We had a triple signal there for that afternoon, and over the weekend, we give this 1 day, 1 trading day, and you can see that was the top day. And by the way, I got some great information here that the folks are going to love. I figured out right near the top there, as we were going up, 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 it was just like it did back in March, blasting through all your Fibonacci retracement levels. Not, saying I don't care about. Some people say I don't care about Fibonacci. I thought it might stop. Get to as we reapproach this Venus is 0 latitude. That's what I call planetary polarity point, and these act like magnets and usually drag the market, propel the market to its greatest extreme. So I knew once we were going up, 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 we were probably going to go even higher into my window there. The question was, how high were we going to go? Well, we'd already taken out the 618 retracement of the whole down move. The only thing left on the Fibonacci ladder there was the good old 786, which is S&P. I think prefers the 786 retracement to the 618.
Norm, we can't hear you again.
Also scored up.
Okay, hold on. Let me put this on pause.
Oh.
1 second. Norm, I think your sound is back on again.
Okay. All right. Sorry for any glitch there. So I was saying that the Fibonacci S&P didn't seem to respect the Fibonacci levels, and this planetary point tends to act like a magnet and propel them in that window, propel the markets to their greatest extreme. We were going up. I thought we might stop at 3136 because that's a 786 retracement, also a square number, a la GAN. But it jumped right over that, and so I told my clients, and you got the notice too, there, Jeff, that if we got past 3136, the next number I saw, and this is because that low we had in March bothered me, that on the way down it didn't stop at any of the major Fibonacci retracement levels. It blew through them, and it blew through the 382 of the whole bull market from 2009. And so I was puzzled by that, and then it looked like it was headed to the 50% retracement, would have been at S&P 2030, but it didn't go there. It stopped in the middle. And so that sort of blows up your Fibonacci retracements, you know. So why would it stop in the middle? So I got my calculator, and we made the low at 2129, which was 161 points from the low. So when we got to this point here near the top, I said, okay, I'm going to put Newton together with Fibonacci and see what, that's 161, by the way. That's like a Fibonacci number, you know, it's 161.8. So I said, why don't we, maybe it's a opposite or equal reaction. You take 161 from the high of 33.93, subtract 161, and guess what you get? You get 32.32. Guess what happened? We topped there. I was off by 1. It got to 32.33 and closed at 32.32. And that was that high right there before we went off the cliff, where we had the big sell-off, you know. Then I had another point for Friday into this Friday here. Over here, the Friday the 12th, and then we had Mercury at 0, south latitude, which kind of the opposite. That this was Venus, that's Mercury, and that propelled the market down to its big extreme low into Monday morning. And everybody on the news there all saying, "Oh, the market's going down, second wave of virus and all this." And I told a couple people who cited that, I said, yeah, but by the later in the day, the virus will have retreated. Because I was looking for a reversal there, and that's exactly what we got. Now I'm going to tell you right now, in a minute, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Okay, now we're going to jump ahead and review the bonds. Made their low right on the moon there. Beautiful. Okay, there's your dollar. That was a miss. Okay, here's your yen right on the bottom there on the moon. Okay, so here's your score. If you count up the green arrows and red arrows, green is good. You had a chance to make money. Had 13 winners, 4 misses out of 17 different signals. That's 76.47% winners. All right, here's what's coming up now, right tonight. Mercury is going to turn retrograde. Don't sign any contracts or any important agreements. They tend to get broken, or you'll have to redo them. And there you go. So major change of trend for your corn, for your grains, and because it's in the sign of Cancer, silver. And then we also have a new moon solar eclipse coming up over the weekend, and we're also going to have the summer solstice. If you've ever read any again, he was very keen on this stuff. He loves the different 4 different seasons. And there we go. We got your different grains, your precious metals. And because it's in Cancer, that's silver. Next week, Monday night, that's the 22nd, Neptune is turning retrograde, and that's going to be oil. If you like to trade oil, keep your eye on oil. We're looking for these markets that get to extremes. They may not, but the bigger the extreme, the better. That sets up a bigger reversal, like we had on the S&P back on the 5th to the 8th, you know. And then Mercury, apohelion, that's the Greek for farthest from the sun. And that'll be Mercury is your grains, because it's the sun is involved in that. It's gold and OJ, and your grains and so forth. And then on the night of the 24th, I think that's Wednesday night next week, You'll have Venus turning direct. Venus is going retrograde here for the last several weeks. So watch your Venus markets, cattle, cotton,
5 more minutes, Norm.
sugar and wheat. What's that?
5 more minutes before my program runs out.
All right. Well, I'll be done in about 1 minute.
Okay.
All right. Here you go. Here's the chart for the oil. I didn't cover that, but you get really the main thing is take a look at where the oil is about Monday. That's the deal there. You want to look. You can see the oil get to an extreme. All my charts were done last night, so they are probably not up to date for what happened in today's trading, which is Wednesday the 17th. Alrighty, here we go. Here's how you get a hold of me. I got classes. I do once a month in the first week of the month. And so you get a hold of me here. If you want to learn the day trade, I got a day trading system. And that's a free class. If you qualify, you have to have a U.S. futures account and so forth and have some experience trading futures. Here we go. I'm in sunny Florida. There's my phone number, 239-594-3939. Here's my email, Winski at embark with a Q in the middle, mail.com, embarkmail.com. And there's my Skype, Winski_1. Looking forward to helping some of your folks there, Jeff.
Norm, once again, one great call after the other. Terrific.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Okay, we'll see you again in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.